Our national anthem.
Welcome to
We all rise.
Winslow Township High School. Tom Williams along with Mark Narducci on a Saturday night football game that has some importance to both of these teams, not only in their division of the West Jersey Football League, but in the NJSI Group 4 situation. First of all,
Also, assistant football coach Handy lost his father last week.
I think we're going to have a moment of silence here for
honor both Isaiah Shaw and Mr. Handy. Thank you. And now, our national anthem will be played by our band director.
trumpet solo of the national anthem after a moment of silence.
All right, let's get ready for some football.
In memory of a Winslow student who died this week, as we get ready to go here on the only Saturday night game, I think, here in South Jersey. And quite frankly, Mark, most of us thought they were making a mistake keeping it on a Saturday night with the weather forecast, but it looks like it's not the greatest weather, but it's not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, Tom, we both were down on the field, and it's not that bad. It may favor Ocean City because Winslow Township has so much speed. You wonder if it'll slow down the Eagles just a little bit.
Ocean City, on the other hand, likes to throw the football, and it may impact that too, especially if the winds or the rain picks up a little bit. Rowley Gunnels comes into the game with 702 yards and his career total of 2,185 career passing yards is number 7 in Ocean City history with about 6 games left. So, an important game for both of these teams. Ocean City will receive.
Tom, we'll talk about it as the game goes on, but they're in the West Jersey Football League Independence. You could make an argument it might be the best division in South Jersey, although the American will raise its hand up and say maybe they are, but we could talk about that during the game.
Here's the kick. It's going to come down at the 25, picked up at the 23-yard line. Bouncing off a few tackles, trying to get to the outside is Gunther. There's a flag on the play, and he stopped at about the 29-yard line.
However, we do have a flag on the field.
Penalties, of course, could be increased in a wet field, in wet conditions.
Well, one thing, if you're Gunther and you're making that return, you want to go more north to south. He went a little east to west and gave Winslow a chance to get him.
And it's looks like a holding penalty against Ocean City, so they're going to start at their 20. First penalty of the game on the first play of the game. Raiders lost to Delsea last week, and they are 2-2. Winslow is 1-2. Receiver wide to the left, slot to the right, and they're running the football. The Raiders are, and maybe a yard off the right side for Gunther. Gunther's dad, Mark, was a long-time NFL assistant who was with the Vikings last year, and they got a whole new coaching staff. So he came to his summer home, and his son's a junior that's really helping Ocean City. Three receivers out left. Quick pass in the flat, well defensed. Tackle made back at the 15-yard line for a loss, and Ocean City's looking at 3rd and 15.
Tom, that was an excellent play by number 5, Jamil Pearson. He leads the team with 20 tackles. Showed a lot of his speed and his quickness that time, making that play.
Also leads the team in rushing, I think. Back to throw, Gunnels. He's going long down toward the right sideline and turning everybody. In fact, Hogue lost the ball completely. He was turning both ways trying to find it. It was way up in the air. It's incomplete. And Winslow will receive a punt here.
And, you know, we just talked about Peterson making that play in the run game. He was the guy in coverage there and did a great job as well.
A lot of good athletes on this Winslow team, including a guy who transferred from Pennsauken and is going to Penn State. We don't know if we'll see the Franklin helicopter here today, but...
Well, and he's back there. That's Johnny Shakura. He's back there to get this punt, and he's very dangerous.
Standing in his own 49-yard line, and a whistle. Flag on the play. From way back there, it's got to be delay a game, right? We're right behind, as you can probably tell, the Winslow band. The penalty's against Winslow. Illegal substitution, I think. So it's 4th and 9. They're still going to punt it, but a little better situation.
And Shakir is so sure-handed, too. That's the other thing about him fielding punts, besides being so explosive.
Here's the punt. Pretty well covered. And it's going to roll dead between the 45 and the 50-yard line. So Winslow takes over on the Ocean City 49-yard line.
You know, Tom, it's interesting that the quarterback for Winslow Township, James Wilson Jr., is a guy that was a wide receiver last year, and he was converted.
He's an all-star, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was an outstanding receiver. Had nine touchdown receptions last year.
He's 47 for 75 for 458 yards, a touchdown and an interception. On 27 of those completions to Shakir.
And he obviously offers a dual threat.
Off the left side, about 5 or 6 yards.
And Tom, that's going to count as a pass to Shakir because that was a little flip to him.
Correct. Anything forward.
It's a way of again utilizing his skills in a lot of ways. You know, you talked about James Franklin. For people that don't know, he actually literally had a helicopter come to the Delsey game.
At Delsey
to see Shakir.
Back to Wilson's left. Double wing and a whistle.
Prior to the snap, false start, Winslow.
False start.
Second down.
See, both plays, Winslow is lined up where they've used Shakir as sort of like as a potential jet sweep guy. So if you're Ocean City, that has to hold up some linebackers and people in coverage because they have to account for maybe he'll get the ball. So even when he doesn't, he's an excellent decoy.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, Peterson, the guy we talked about defense, he's another guy that can give you a home run threat in that backfield, number 5.
Wing back in motion, Wilson back to throw, and he's wrapped up at the 40, throws it, almost completed it to the sideline. He couldn't have known that guy was there because he was looking up straight in the air.
Wow, Dino Christensen really got in on him. I'm actually surprised that wasn't called dead that time.
In the grasp.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, Christensen's off to a good start for Ocean City this year. He has 8 solos and 18 total tackles. So it's 3rd and 9. Winslow coming off a great season last year. New head coach Bill Belton, all-star here as a quarterback and running back at Penn State. Wilson has a back to his right. Back to throw, has some time, gets it out in the right flat, couldn't hold it. Good pressure supplied by Ocean City's Dino Christensen again. So it's 4th and 9.
Real good job by James Picnic from Ocean City, number 4, who was there on the coverage. Even if he had caught that ball, he was right there.
Back, Jack Hogue, standing at about his own 15-yard line.
And Tom, you see all the games. Isn't Hogue about as versatile a guy as you're going to see in South Jersey?
Inch for inch, for sure. He takes it at about the 18. He's running up the middle, very elusive. He's across the 30 to about the 31 or 32-yard line.
Up to the 32, that's it. On a 15-yard return, got it up to the 32. So for that second possession, Ocean City will be taking over at their own 32.
You know, coming into this season, I thought Gunnels would be one of the better quarterbacks in South Jersey, and I still think that. He's probably not going to have the numbers. This is a very young team, as you know, Tom. Very young receiving core.
He's got 4 or 5 good receivers. Problem is he's been sacked 15 times. And make that 16. As he's hit right there. Ocean City's offensive line is young and not real big, and they've had problems keeping the defense off of Gunnels.
That was Corey Williams, a 5'10", 262-pound senior, just with a tremendous bull rush that time, getting the sack for the Eagles.
Second, about 13. Ocean City lines up immediately. Then when the coaches see the defensive alignment, they decide what play to use.
Inside handoff goes nowhere.
And nothing there on an inside handoff. It'll be 3rd down and about 13. As we mentioned, this game important to both teams. They're both in Group 4. Right now, Ocean City is number 3 in power ratings, and Winslow's number 11.
By the way, 63 again. Corey Williams, very tough on that front line to move. Got a lot of penetration on that play.
5'10", 262 is going to be tough to move. 3rd and 13. Trips to the right, receiver to the left, back to the right of Gunnels. He sets up, fires. It is incomplete at about the 40-yard line. Short of the 1st down. Anyway. So Ocean City will punt the football.
Looked like he was going to Pat Lonergan that time. It looked like a back shoulder throw, Tom, and I think it's going to be a play Ocean City's going to come back on because that was there to be completed.
John Moyer, very versatile football player to punt. Ocean City holds their position for a long time before snapping the ball on the punt. Moyer awaiting the snap. Good snap, good rush. Gets it away. And taking it on the bounce. Bouncing off a tackle, but finally brought down. Back around the 46-yard line was Shakir. Tackle on the play by Will McGinn, who got him right on the shoe tops. You know, one of the reasons this is more important to Winslow is Winslow doesn't play St. Joe until Thanksgiving weekend. It's Thanksgiving week, so those points don't count, the power points. Plus, they don't get the bonus points for playing a non-public school.
By the way, Tom, Javon Johnson, number 20 from Winslow Township, a very big rush on that punt that time.
Prior to the return, holding, Winslow.
Another holding penalty. This one against Winslow.
Pick. First down.
So that pushes them back
Push them back.
inside their own 40.
So the next possession will be starting at their own.
Actually, they're going inside the 35. He's still walking.
30-yard.
By the way, Shakur last year played at Pennsauken,
Yeah.
and he was a receiver along with Khalil Ali, who's a Boston College recruit. He's
Wow.
a senior. No wonder that team scored so many points. I saw them put up 50 in a playoff game against Central Regional.
Here's a pitch going left. Gets to the corner, turns it,
Gets up ahead about
but
7 yards.
chased down by Rick Wetzel as Jameel Peterson picks up some yardage.
Bring up a second.
Pennsauken scored 63 points a couple of weeks ago, so they still got some people that can score.
Yeah, I think Ali's had like a 4-touchdown game already. And as much as he does on offense, I think he's been recruited by Boston College on defense as a defensive back. Just a tremendous player.
Receiver right, slot to the left. Wilson has a back to his left. Gives him the ball, and he's got a little room up the middle, enough to get the first down.
Late flag.
And is that a late flag? And there might be a couple flags on the field.
Tell you what, Nick Layton for Ocean City, 6 foot 184, really held his ground to make that tackle that time.
Nick Layton came into the game leading the team in tackles with 28. He's only played in 3 games. He missed the Delsey game. 17 solos in 3 games. He's a talented junior.
Yeah, you could see why. The way he played off the block on that play.
Long discussion here. Not sure who is he talking to. The Ocean City bench? I was asking him what he wants, explaining the options, but it took a while. And of course, here at Winslow, we get the referee's voice. If he can get his mic turned on.
Holding 54, Winslow. That penalty is declined.
They declined the
Personal
penalty.
foul, 54, Winslow. That penalty is accepted. Second down.
So that's why it took so long. 2 penalties. They take the personal foul. 35 yards already in penalties against Winslow. And they are pushed back inside the 25-yard line to the 24-yard line. Receiver to the right, trips to the left. And Wilson has a back to his right. Now he shifts him to the other side. High snap, handles it. Gets it to the running back. And he slides all the way out to the 35. Good run.
About the 34. 10-yard pickup.
It'll bring up 3rd and 5.
A third, sorry.
But
Third and about
it's
6.
doable.
Ocean City's Andrew Karianis
Yes.
almost made that tackle, just slipped out. He was there in a good spot, but just couldn't quite make the play.
Andrew's uncle was a fine tight end for Temple. Trips to the left, receiver to the right. Low snap, it's loose. And it looks like Wilson probably covered it. Nope. Ocean City comes out with it. That's Bill DiLorenzo, I think, that came out with the football. It looked like 50, but it could have been 58. Dino Christensen, he's in the middle of a lot of things.
I think it was Christensen, Tom.
Okay.
That's who was there in my binoculars. He was right there to pick it up.
We always go with the binoculars, especially when your eyesight's failing. 6:31 remaining here in the first quarter.
How can they have 2 announcers with eyesight failing?
So Ocean City gets the first break on the 30. Back to throw. Gunnels under some pressure. Fires. It's a little off target and he couldn't pull it in. He throws a hard ball, and if it's a little off target, sometimes it's hard to get it. Wetzel reached for it but couldn't get it.
Well, I'll tell you what, he was getting rushed by Corey Williams, and what Gunnels did is what you love seeing quarterbacks do. He felt the rush. He took just 1 step up, Tom, but he eluded that rush and was able to make that play.
He's throwing into the wind, too.
Yeah. Even though it was an incomplete, it's so much better than from their perspective than a sack.
Sure.
really feeling the rush.
2nd and 10 at the 30. Slot to the right, receiver to the left. Running off the right side, trying to free himself is Gunther. He does, but he can't outrun the defense, and he's actually ends up losing a yard on the play. A lot of effort there, and Gunther is elusive.
Well, even though 50, Malachi Brown made the tackle, the guy that made the play was Josiah Bullock, the 5'10", 194-pound sophomore, number 17. He stood the play up, made him go the other direction.
Gunther leads the team with 111 rushing yards. Ocean City's been outgained 1,135 to 128 on the ground. That's not been their strength. Receiver right, trips left, alone in the backfield, going long down the right side for Lonergan. He dives inside the 5 and looks like he's made the catch. Another big play by Pat Lonergan. First down of the quarter of the game.
How about the throw by Gunnels, too? It was one-on-one coverage to the outside. And Lonergan just beat his man. And Tom, in the lights and everything like that, that's not an easy catch to make.
No. Lonergan has 7 catches for 182 yards coming into the game. And a whistle. Flag on the play.
Yeah,
Probably going to be false start. Yep. Ocean City, 2 penalties, 15 yards. Winslow, 4 penalties, 35 yards so far. But Ocean City, after the 5-yard penalty, is back to around the 8-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
Back 5 yards. Now it's going to be goal to goal from the 8-yard line. Still first down.
Back to the right of Gunnels. Gunnels keeps it, and he's brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Immediately. Let's see. Got back to the line of scrimmage.
So it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was an excellent play by number 18, Jalen Wall, 6'3", 165-pound senior. I thought Gunnels had a little room if he were able to get by Wall, but Wall made a clean, just open field tackle that time.
Gunnels carried 25 times this year for 47 yards, but he also has been hit for some losses. Knee-high snap, he handles it, throws deep into the end zone, a little high, and incomplete for Moyer. And it'll be 3rd and goal.
Yeah, even though it was overthrown, I don't know if he would have been able to complete that anyway. There was a very tight window. Jeremiah Taylor doing a very good job for Winslow Township on the coverage.
3rd and goal for Ocean City. Winslow, I think, has Washington Township next week. Ocean City plays St. Joe at Cary Stadium. Slot to the left, double slot formation actually, back to the left of Gunnels. Takes his snap, sets, fires, intercepted at the goal line. Down the left sideline, he may have a path. Gunther makes him cut back, but he doesn't get him down. He's about to lose his balance, and Gunther does catch him at about the 15-yard line. 85-yard return on the interception.
Well, Shakur that time read the play beautifully. And I'll tell you what, I give a lot of credit to Gunther because it looked like Shakur was off to the races, and then he momentarily lost his balance. And for Gunther, that's great hustle sticking with that. But that shows that the two-way dominant player that Shakur is.
Looks like there's a flag on the play.
Wonder if there's a penalty on the return here.
I think it was after play. We'll see.
Huh?
No, it's against Ocean City. Official can't get his mic to work, so I have to use the old-fashioned signs here. Holding again. Oh, it must have been down here on the pass. The Ocean City was holding, and of course they're going to decline that. So Winslow's in business at the Ocean City, actually 10-yard line. Make it 9 even. First and goal. So that was a 91-yard interception return. You don't see too many of them, Mark, that don't result in a touchdown.
Now, I give Gunther a lot of credit for hanging in there and staying on the play.
Wilson shifts a man to the right wing. High snap over his head, and Wilson falls on it back outside the 20. And, of course, that's going to happen in these conditions.
13 yards.
Second and goal at the 20. Where are they going to spot it? 21, 22. Looks like the 22.
You know, Bill Belton, the coach of Winslow, was a guy too, Tom, that he wasn't always a quarterback in high school either.
Well, he had 2 pretty good years there.
Yeah, he converted. He was a receiver, so he knows all about teaching Wilson. And, of course, on the staff also, Christian Hackenberg, who's a former Penn State quarterback. So
right.
A lot of quarterback knowledge in this Winslow Township team.
Low snap. Wilson handles it, hands it off, going right, cutting it back inside the 20 to about the 16 is Peterson. So it'll be third and goal.
Picknich, number 4, just got a hand in there to make that tackle.
At the time, back in 2010, Belton was the only quarterback in the state, I think, with 2,000 yards passing and 1,000 yards rushing in 2 straight years. Then he went on to Penn State to be a running back, had over 1,600 career yards there.
I always tell him I thought they should have used him more as a wildcat there as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure he agreed with you. Wilson to the left, trying to get set, throws deep into the end zone. It's out of the end zone, incomplete. It's fourth and goal. Fourth and goal for Winslow. In the final couple of minutes of the first quarter, there's only been 1 first down in this game.
Tom, how about the coverage by 32 Hogue that time? Wilson had nowhere to throw it. Hogue, one-on-one coverage, really did his job.
When it comes to quickness, there's few quicker. It looks like they're going to try a field goal. They got a wind at their back. Timmy Bright, 5'11", 168-pound junior, is going to try a 35-yard field goal. Wind at his back, but a wet field.
He had a 25-yarder earlier.
Good snap. It's hits the crossbar right in the center, but it hit the crossbar and bounced back. So Ocean City will take over. They dodge a bullet there after a 91-yard interception return gave Winslow first down and goal to go. You know, winning teams know the key to success is getting the job done right the first time. For over 100 years, Calvi Electric has applied that philosophy to their business. Now you can bring Calvi's expertise into your home for your electrical problems or improvements, and they can install solar panels that will save you money. Calvi Electric, 609-345-0151 or calvielectric.com. Ocean City operating from its own 20. And there's nothing there. Off the left side, maybe a couple of yards. It'll be second down. Raiders going into the wind would like to get this quarter over with so they can get a little wind at their backs.
Yeah, 76 that time. Darian Smith, Tom, 6'4", 263, making that play, showing good lateral movement.
Gunnels takes a snap, swings a pass. Little room for Gunther, and he's out across the 25 to the 28-yard line. It'll be third and about 2.
Gunnels did a good job getting that out, maybe sooner than he wanted. But number 8, Jolene McLean, rushed him, so Gunnels had to maybe get it a split second sooner. But a nice gain by the Red Raiders.
Third and 2. Ocean City has the only first down in this first quarter. A long pass play to Pat Lonergan. Whistles, flags. It's against Ocean City, illegal procedure. So now they've got 7 yards to go, back inside their own 25-yard line.
Interesting matchup. Looks like they had Shakir on Lonergan. Let's see how that's how they were lined up. Now let's see what happens here. Now they moved Lonergan inside a little bit.
Ocean City's a lot tighter here. Gunnels back to throw, fires over the middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage for Lonergan. It would have been just enough for the first down, but batted away and incomplete.
Samaj Anderson was right on him. How Gunnels even got that in that tight window, I think that's an example of the gun that he has for an arm.
Shakir drops back near his own 45-yard line, and Ocean City will punt the football again. Good snap. Gets the kick away. Shakir lets it bounce, takes it at about the 43. Trying to go up the middle. He's hit and brought down at about the Ocean City 46-yard line.
Tom, this is twice. Winslow Township has brought in pretty good pressure on the punt from the outside. That time it was Jalen Aiken, number 7. He didn't get close to blocking it, but he put on some pretty good pressure. We'll have to watch this Winslow Township team. They look like they really want to block one here tonight.
Spotting the football at the, looks like 47-yard line.
Nice holding on Winslow.
Is there another penalty?
There is.
Apparently there is. They're going to move him back to the 40.
About the 40-yard line.
45 yards in penalties is a whole lot in the first quarter.
So they take over at their own 40. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. The score is still 0-0.
Wilson has it back to his left. 3 receivers to the left and 1 to the right.
Shakir in the slot right now. Again, they move him around so much.
Handoff, Peterson going right, has room. He's got the first down the right side, and he's finally bumped out of bounds inside the 40 at about the 37 or 38-yard line. So Winslow gets a first down on the board.
23-yard pickup.
Well, springing him for the initial block was 64 Jeremy Scott, 6 foot, 225-pound senior. Yep.
Another penalty. Another penalty. Wipes out a nice run by Peterson. So now they're back to the 30-yard line.
First and 20.
You get 55 yards in penalties, your coach usually isn't happy. They've gotten it in the first quarter here.
I think we can both assume that the coach is not happy.
And, of course, it's kept them out of the end zone. It looked like they had a first down. They still don't have one. Wilson hands it off. Up the middle, picking up those
Gets back about
10 yards, almost those 10 yards. It'll be a 7 or 8 yard gain. It'll be second down.
Good job by Rick Wetzel that time on the tackle.
So second and 13 and the start of
That's the end of the first quarter. Scoreless in a kind of a misty rain here at Winslow Township. Ocean City and the Eagles, 0-0. Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th Street in the Boardwalk in Ocean City, is closed this weekend because of threatening weather. Wonderland will be open next Saturday and Sunday during the Ocean City Fall Block Party with fireworks on Saturday night. Remember to save your unused tickets. They'll be good next season and in the future. The summer continues through October 10th at Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th in the Boardwalk in Ocean City. Visit them online at gillians.com. Things are always happening at the Ocean City Free Public Library. You can learn to play bridge at the library, improve your cooking and computer skills. It's all free, plus books, magazines, internet access, trivia contests, Dungeons and Dragons, and much more. The Ocean City Free Public Library, 18th and Simpson. Visit them online at oceancitylibrary.org. You know, if the playoffs were this weekend, Mark, Ocean City would have hosted Lacey, and Winslow would have gone to Pennsauken. Homecoming for Shakir. But a lot of things are going to change in the next 3 weeks.
Flip the field, second, about 13 from the 37.
I'm just interested in how Winslow is using Shakir. Remember, he was in the slot two plays ago. Now he's outside.
Slot to the left, receiver to the right. Wilson has a back to his left. Gives him the ball. Hesitates, and he's crossed the 40 to about the 41 or 42-yard line. Royce Saluda in on the tackle along with John Moyer. But it'll be third down and about 8.
Yeah, what I liked about what Saluda did, he did not let him really turn the corner. 29 doing a good job wrapping him up that time.
He had a pick 6 to basically clinch a win, 21-7. Over Cedar Creek a couple of weeks ago.
How about Cedar Creek? 13-0 last year, decimated by graduation.
Yeah.
One of the toughest schedules in South Jersey in the same division with Ocean City and still being competitive.
Yeah. Third and about 7, back to throw. Wilson has some time, lets it go down the middle. Can he get to it? He can, but he can't hold it. That would have been a tough catch because of his body position. But, boy, he turned on the burners.
You're right. Shakir had to actually change his body in the flight of the ball that time. But, again, Tom, it shows the Jets. He was open by, what, 5 to 10 yards there.
Those Jets are what caused that helicopter to show up. He can fly. Fourth and about 7, punting situation. Ocean City has Hogue back inside the 30. It's a short kick to the sideline and out of bounds. Almost took out a cheerleader. We'll see where they spot it. They do this little march down the sidelines here.
Good rush on the outside by Rick Wetzel. May have made him rush the punt just a little bit that time.
So Ocean City will start on its own 41-yard line.
17-yard punt, first and 10. Ocean City will take over.
10:54 left in the first half. And we won't say there's nothing close to a score because Winslow did get to inside the 10-yard line. But Ocean City, a bad snap, and Ocean City's defense pushed them back. Plus, they've had 55 yards in penalties. Ocean City got close as well, but couldn't get it in. Gunnels, little pass to Hogue, and he may have a yard or two.
There's Corey Williams again, 63. He's just been all over the place. He was not fooled by that little shovel pass that time. They're just having trouble moving him off the ball at 262 pounds.
Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9. Gunnels has that long arm. He's got the wind at his back, and we'll see if they start to use that. He did make one long completion. And a flag against Ocean City. They hadn't even lined up yet.
Snap infraction. Ocean City, 5 yards.
And actually, that long pass that he made to Lonergan was going the other way as well. I'll tell you, really impressed with Gunnels' arm.
Bring up now 2nd and 14 from the 37.
Well, with 100 and some yards today, if he gets that, he can move all the way up to number 4 in Ocean City history in career yardage.
Coach Kevin Smith was telling me he's been offered as a preferred walk-on at Villanova. It's so hard when you're a quarterback. I mean, it's just one position. So it's just so hard to get recruited.
Double slot, 2nd and about 14. And firing across was Darian Smith. As soon as he got the cross, he grabbed his helmet because he knew he made a mistake.
Of course, by the way, Tom, speaking of Villanova, how about Mace, the running back from Mainland,
right.
who is committed there, one of the great players in South Jersey. And Mainland's one of those teams. You talk about the Group 4 field. We're gonna hear from the Mustangs.
Sure. Back to throw is Gunnels, being rushed. A little screen pass to Gunther, and well defensed. He's not going to lose that much yardage because he had forward progress, but it's a loss on the play.
Tom, I'll tell you what, we've called his number, Josiah Bullock, 17. Read that, fought off a block, and made a sure tackle that time. That is textbook defense for Bullock.
3rd and about 17 now for Ocean City. I'm surprised they pushed them all the way back there, but forward progress was up around the 38.
With the way they're rushing, you think maybe something will be open over the middle?
Gunnels floats it downfield, just a little too long, incomplete, intended it for Hogue, and Ocean City will punt.
That had to be a perfect pass if it was going to be completed, because Winslow did a great job, not only in the man coverage, but also off the ball. They had good safety coverage. Samaj Anderson, 14, was there in the back. That would have had to have been a perfect throw, and even then I don't know if that could have been completed.
Moyer will try to change the field position here. He's got the wind at his back.
You wonder if they'll maybe punt to the sidelines and keep it away from Shakir.
Shakir waiting at his own 36. High kick. Shakir backs up, makes the catch, and he pulls out of a tackle and gets toward the sideline, cuts away from another defender, and he is going to be knocked out of bounds by Gunther around the 30-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Am I surprising you by telling you that? It's back around the line of scrimmage, though.
Did you see the juke that Shakir made about midfield? I mean, that, you know, that.
Well, he pulled right out of another tackle. He made a couple of great moves on that run.
I just don't know if I'd punt it to him. I'd rather punt it out of bounds to the sidelines.
Officials huddled up before announcing what this is. They're picking the flag up. So the return counts. The ball's at the 30. Winslow in business again. Both teams have had an opportunity. Neither one of them has scored.
That's about a 47-yard return.
Wilson has a back to his left. He's got a receiver to the right, a slot to the left, and they're going to hand it to Peterson off the right side. He drives through a tackle. Moyer holds on to him and pulls him out of bounds at around the 11-yard line.
About a 19-yard pickup there, first down. So
Gets their first down.
19-yard pickup. That shows the strength of him, because Moyer had him and he carried him, what, the last 5 to 7 yards?
Peterson's 6'2", 220. First and 10.
I'd go to him again.
And they do. He gets away in the backfield, and he's in for the touchdown. Peterson scores his 4th touchdown of the year from 11 yards, and Winslow takes the lead.
With 8:13 left in the second quarter.
Quick hitter that time to Peterson. The reason I said I'd go to him, they have to show that they can stop him. He just has too much speed. He got to the outside, broke an initial tackle.
Extra point attempt coming into the wind. High snap. They get it down. The kick is up. No good. Wide left.
No good.
So it's 6-0. Winslow on top here.
8:13 left in the game.
With 8:13 remaining in the first half. Ocean City will return the kick. 6th Street Pizza and Grill is open daily from 11 a.m. till 7 p.m. at 6th Street and the boardwalk right at Gillian's Wonderland Pier. They have free delivery and daily specials. Phone them at 609-525-0022 and check them out on Facebook, 6th Street Pizza and Grill. The RJH Insurance Group is specialized in home and flood insurance since 2006 and proudly supports Raider sports. Call Rich Hogue for a quote, 609-630-4569. The RJH Insurance Group. Winslow takes the lead 6-0 here. A little over 8 minutes left in the first half. And it's on the strength of a couple of nice runs by Jameel Peterson. Came into the game with 296 yards in the first 3 games. Ocean City will receive the kickoff. And it's just a little pooch kick. Taking it to 30 and hit immediately. Falls ahead to the 32 or 33 yard line. And that was J.P. Forster. It was Ocean City's kicker, ironically.
Javon Johnson, whose name we've called again, doing a great job on that special teams tackle. One thing I've been really impressed with Winslow, the short tackling. You could tell that they've really worked on. This is a fundamentally sound tackling team.
Gunnels back to his right. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Takes the snap, play action, steps up, and he's caught. He's caught back at the 26-yard line. We said 15 times he'd been sacked in the first 4 games. He's had 2 here tonight.
And Malachi Brown again, 6'1", 252. You know, as you would know, Tom, you've done all the Ocean City games. This is a very young offensive line for this Ocean City team, and this is conversely a seasoned defensive line for Winslow Township, and right now it's kind of showing that way.
2nd and 13, 4 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Gunnels fires over the middle, and it's tipped off the hands of the intended receiver. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 13.
About 14.
I think he was looking initially to Carianis, 18, who's on the outside, but he was held up there and was not open. I think that was Gunnell's second read on that play.
And, of course, he had to make it quickly because he was alone in the backfield. With 5 receivers in that play. Yeah. There's 4 on this play, double slot formation. Back to the right of Gunnels, 3rd and 13. Takes a snap, back, in trouble. And he's going to go down again. Kind of ran into that sack. Back around the 23 or 24 yard line. Ocean City will punt it.
Looked like Jeremy Scott was among those in there that time. I was just going to say, I think that instead of straight dropbacks, they're going to have to roll Gunnels out a little bit just to buy him a little bit of time against this line.
Moyer on the kick. Shakir, who made a big return to set up that last touchdown, is back. Gets the kick away. Shakir lets it bounce. It bounces to him at the 39-yard line. And he tries to make a cut. He's brought down across the 40, and there's a flag on the play. Looks like it's against Winslow.
It's interesting on that punt. I thought I saw Ocean City shifting late. There was no flag there, but as you said, it looks like this one's on the return on Winslow.
They're going to step it off from the 38, looks like. So they're going to be back inside the 30 at the 28-yard line. 6.5 minutes left here in the first half. Winslow on top 6-0. A game, as we said, it's important in the West Jersey Football League division standings, but also in the NJSI Group 4 playoff picture.
And I think they're going to keep feeding Peterson till Ocean City stops them.
And there they do. And Ocean City stopped him for a gain of 2 at least at the 40.
Wow, that was a great tackle that time by Nick Layton, number 3. If Layton didn't make that tackle, I think Peterson would have had some room to go. That was a sure tackle by number 3.
2nd and 8. Slot to the left, receiver to the right. Wilson shifts Peterson to his right. Gives him the ball. He's going off the right side. He's got some room down the right sideline. And Ocean City knocks him out of bounds, but not until he gets to about the 36-yard line. Gunther in on the stop.
The key was Jalen Wall, number 18 for Winslow, got a tremendous block on that right side, opened it up. And then, of course, Peterson was off to the races.
At the 37 of Ocean City, 1st and 10. Peterson scored the only touchdown from 11 yards. His 4th of the year. He's gained over 300 yards, or probably over 350 so far this year.
And remember, this is only in 3 games for Winslow, so.
Right. Trips to the left, receiver to the right. Wilson back to throw. They block it well. He throws down the middle, and it is incomplete. Shakir actually became a defender there because it looked like an interception possibility. And it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Good coverage by Gunther that time. Again, we talked about Gunnell stepping up in the pocket. Wilson did as well. Ocean City got a good pass rush that time. And Wilson stepped up, bought himself some time, was able to make that throw.
Indeed. 2nd and 10. Ocean City hustles in a substitution. They're going to split Shakir wide to the left. It's a slot left and a receiver to the right. Peterson to the right of Wilson. Peterson gets it. Right side. Room. Pushed out of bounds by Gunther. Looks like he's got the 1st down. Player shaken up on the play. Ocean City player down right at the Winslow sideline.
And we formation on the offense. 5 yards.
Another 5-yard penalty against Winslow. That's 65 yards in the first half. So it wipes out a nice run.
They're having a lot of success running to that right side. And Wall, 18, as a receiver, is just making some crunching blocks for Winslow Township.
Ocean City player, as we said, down on the field. Both teams huddle up. Dino's Seaville Diner has been serving Cape May County and the Jersey Shore with great homemade meals since 1977. Family owned and operated. They're open 7 days a week, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dino's specializes in seafood straight from the docks of Cape May and has the area's largest kids menu. Breakfast is served all day at Dino's. Check them out at dinosdiner.com, where you can browse their menu and specials and order online. You can also phone Dino's at 609-624-3100 for takeout. And bring your own bottle at Dino's. Dino's Seaville Diner, Route 50 just off Route 9, only minutes away from everywhere.
There you see Ray Saluda, Tom, getting helped off. That'd be a big loss for Ocean City. We certainly hope he's okay. But
he's turned into a good defensive player this year. They thought of him initially as a running back, and he's done some of that too, but he's really made his mark as a defensive player so far this year. So it'll be a 2nd and 15 for Winslow at the 42 of Ocean City. after another penalty. Hopefully that's just a cramp, but he needed a lot of help getting off the field. Trips to the left, receiver to the right. Wilson back to throw. Has time. Fires over the middle. Too high and intercepted at the 23-yard line. And Wetzel runs it out of bounds across the 40 at about the 42-yard line.
He forced that ball in. I don't think he saw down the right side. I thought 18 Jalen Wall was open for Winslow Township, but he threw in some real tight coverage, and boy, the Ocean City defense comes up with another big play.
Right about the 40-yard line. First and 10 with 4:41 left in the second quarter. Stay tuned for half.
Less than 5 minutes to play in the first half. Gunnels tries to duck away, but they were right on him immediately. I don't know if he was planning to run. He always has that option.
Yeah, Jalen McLean, number 8, and the guy we've called quite a few times, Corey Williams, were both in there to sandwich him that time.
2nd and 15, Ocean City back at their own 35.
I mean, when you're getting a rush like this, I guess you could sprint him out a lot, but I think Winslow even has the lateral quickness to get a quarterback that way, but I don't think you can keep him in that pocket.
Gunther up the middle, picks up about 2. It'll be 3rd and 13. Ocean City's been facing 3rd and long most of the game.
A
Couple more wide receivers come in.
About 13.
Hogue, Carianis. A lot of these people for Ocean City play 2 ways, so like any other coach, they try to give them rest when you can. Now it's a full house kind of backfield here in the shotgun. Slot to the right, receiver to the left. Hogue goes in motion. Gunnels is going to go long. He's going for Wetzel, and it is intercepted at the 41-yard line. 31, make it.
Boy, Jalen Wall making the pick has just done a tremendous job. What they tried to do, they sent Hogue in motion, hoping that Winslow would go that way. Winslow didn't go for it, and everybody was well covered.
Leading 6-0.
So Winslow will start on its own 30. Leading here 6-0. Trips to the left, receiver to the right. They're starting from their own 30, and there's a whistle and a flag. And then another penalty against the Eagles. So it'll be 1st and 15, 70 yards now in penalties against Winslow Ocean City 25.
Well, we know what the majority of Bill Belton's halftime speech will be to Winslow Township.
Yeah.
About these flags.
Pay attention to the snap. Trips to the left, receiver to the right. Peterson trying to get to the outside, and he can't do it this time. Ocean City defenses it well, and the final tackle is made by Layton.
You know, even though 58 Christensen didn't make the tackle, he forced him into Layton to make that tackle. That's a great surge by Christensen.
Second, about 13 for Winslow. Clock running inside 3 minutes.
You know, they gave Shakir that little flip pass early in the game, and they haven't come back to that. It would be interesting to see if they go to that again. They have him in the slot.
Yes, they do, and the receiver to the right, and they're going to call a timeout. 6-0 Winslow.
We have a timeout.
Late in the second quarter here at Winslow Township. If you're planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Halliday Leonard. Halliday Leonard will consult you on your design and assist the development of your custom home. They build single homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhouses, and commercial buildings. Get your ideas together and take them to Halliday Leonard, 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City. Phone them at 609-398-5737. Halliday Leonard will help make your dream home a reality. Shore True Value Hardware in Summers Point hopes that you'll continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service and expert advice. At Shore Hardware, they'll do anything to help. They're open weekdays until 7, Saturdays until 6, and Sundays until 4. Help is just around the corner at Shore True Value Hardware, 515 New Road in Summers Point. Phone 609-927-6464 or visit them online at shorehardware.com. Wilson back to his left, trips to the left, the receiver to the right. Low snap, he handles it, has some time, throws long down the right side, and it is a pass interference call, trying to get it to Jalen Wall, and it's probably the right thing to do, because if he didn't do that, he might have caught it, and it would have been a much bigger situation, because in high school, you don't get the ball where the penalty took place. You get a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you're right about that. Moyer, he just never turned around that time. Easy call to make.
Ball's going to be at the 41-yard line. Fourth first down for Winslow.
Tom, Jalen Wall, 18, has made so many big plays today. That one, his blocking on defense,
Second quarter.
both sides of the ball.
We have a great halftime show. Our championship band.
First and 10 at the 41. Slot, double slot formation. Wilson checking with the sidelines. Going to change something apparently. Now he waits for the snap. Gives it to Peterson. Peterson cuts it back and weaves for a first down across the 50. It looks to be a first down anyway. We'll let the officials make the real call. Yep. First down number 5. The ball's on the Ocean City 49-yard line. Winslow trying to get on the board here a second time. They'll get the ball to start the second half. They lead 6-0, double slot formation. Back to throw, Wilson fires. It's caught for about 9 yards by Wall.
Tom, that was really almost an unadvisable throw. There were 3 Ocean City defenders there. Wow, Wilson, we talked about Gunnels' gun.
Yeah.
That is some real arm strength there.
Second and 3, gains 7. Wilson under pressure, floats it, incomplete. Great pressure for Ocean City by Dino Christensen.
Christensen's played a great first half here.
Third and a couple for the Eagles.
You know, Christensen not only made him throw it sooner than he wanted to, he came very close to sacking him. He got in there really quickly.
It's impressive that he got the pass off in the general area of a receiver, too. Wilson's still checking the sidelines. They're going to call timeout, I think. Took a long time to decide what to send in here.
I think Bill Belton is upstairs calling the plays.
Third and about 3. Wilson back to his left, double slot formation, good snap, drops back. Now he's got to roll out, and a flag on the play. He's down the sidelines. He's got the first down, but if it's against Winslow, it'll come back.
Well, it's in the area of holding, so. Winslow's pointing toward Ocean City. We'll see what
No, block in the back.
That was wishful thinking.
10 penalties, 80 yards in the first half. And worst of all, from their point of view, they got the first down. Of course, a lot of times, sometimes these penalties are made in situations that don't affect the play at all. But a lot of times they do.
And that's why you get the first down, right?
Yeah, so maybe he wouldn't have gotten the first down without the hold or the block in the back.
I think Shakir hasn't had some touches lately. I think if you're Winslow, maybe you want to try to get him something, although he's facing double coverage on every play.
Wilson back to throw, steps up, and he loses the football. Winslow picks it up and gets it back to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage. That ball laid out there all by itself with nobody around it at all for a while and was finally picked up and run to the 50, but it'll be 4th and over 10 yards to go. Yep. So a punting situation.
Zachary Thompson, 54, 6 foot and 251, picks up the fumble.
Somebody called timeout. I'm guessing it was Ocean City. They'll be getting the football.
On that play, Shakir was open.
Mm-hmm. Johnson's Popcorn's known all over the Delaware Valley, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. They're all open all year. It's the 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 or go online at johnsonspopcorn.com to place your order. Johnson's Popcorn since 1940. Shoppy's is even better online. You may know their showroom at 1031 Shore Road in Linwood, but you can order whatever you need at shoppy.com. Remember, you're not presenting the best trophy if it's not a Shoppy trophy. Phone 609-653-1684. Shoppy's since 1921, starting a new century. Winslow is not going to punt. 4th and 11.
Yeah, I think Ocean City's calling a timeout here. That's a good move to regroup things, and like you said, I think they were originally thinking it was going to be a punt.
Right. But it didn't look like it. So, looks like it's 39.8 seconds, if I read that scoreboard right, and it's not easy to do. But we'll find out what they're going to do. Bill, if you get a chance, get a shot of the visiting bleachers over there. Because those people, with the weather report and everything else, and it's not the most pleasant night, but not as bad as it was thought to be, but those people all made the trip from the Ocean City area. There's more people seated on the Winslow side, but of course it's a shorter trip for them, and we can't get a shot of them because of where your camera's located. But good fan support there. And I'm sure they want umbrellas and get as dry as they can get. Wilson back to throw. And gets away from the rush. Races down the sidelines, and we'll see where he went out of bounds. He looks to be short of the first down. So the Ocean City will take over on its own 43-yard line.
Well, even though he didn't make the first down, it was a wise move because Ocean City had everybody covered that time rather than forcing a ball, and he came close to making it.
Gunnell's waiting for substitution to get the people they want on the field. Receiver left, trips to the right, back to his left is Gunther, and Gunther gets the ball, picks up some yards out to the 50, still going, and he may have the first down. Time doesn't run out. He is not an easy person to bring down, even though he's not especially big. You know, Gunther is 5'8", 170. They're going to check for the first down. No, he's short of the first down. Well, where they're placing the football, he's not short of the first down. Now a late flag is thrown and quite a high toss.
Timeout, Ocean City.
Very impressive toss. Second timeout for Ocean City. But there's a penalty on the play. Now, if it's against Winslow, and since it's after the play, it's probably 15 yards. It could take the ball into the 28-yard line or 27-yard line.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Winslow.
Unsportsmanlike conduct of the game.
that puts them at 95 yards in penalties.
That's pushing the ball all the way up to about the 32.
Gives Ocean City that first down. It's only their second. But it puts them in scoring position, sort of, at the 32-yard line. Not much time left. Receivers left and right. There's a back on either side of Gunnels here. Actually, there's a slot to the left, receiver to the right, 2 backs in the backfield with Gunnels.
Carry on a single coverage on that left side.
Gunnels back to throw over the middle. Incomplete.
All right, so
Looks like it was knocked away by the defense. Stops the clock.
Tom, I think they were going to do a hook and lateral. I think that the completion or the pass to Lonergan, I think he was ready to catch it and lateral it back, and that might be why it was bobbled. I could be wrong, but that's what it looked like from here.
We'll never know unless we ask Kevin Smith. Gunnels back to his left. Back to throw. Going long down the right side. And it is incomplete. Too long and out of bounds.
incomplete. About 9 seconds left. 3rd and 10.
So it's 3rd down. You know what you see a lot of, Mark, this year is opposing players helping other players up.
Yep, good sportsmanship. You just love to see that. By the way, Shakir was on the coverage that time. Again, he makes all the flashy plays on offense, but he's really been solid in coverage tonight as well.
Gunnels floats it down the middle. It's intercepted in the end zone. He's going to bring it out. He was the only guy out there. He brings it out to the 17-yard line. No, I'm right, 27-yard line. But time's going to run out, so it was like a punt.
What a first half by Jalen Wall with another interception. I thought Lonergan was maybe open there. I'd like to see that one again because I didn't see anybody around him.
That ends the first half, 6-0. There apparently was a penalty on that play, but it was declined, and we end the first half with Winslow on top 6-0. If you or somebody you know hopes to continue playing sports in college, Bill Shallcross at Crossover Productions can help. Bill can assist you in putting your best foot forward with a professionally produced highlight video at an affordable price. All sports are welcome, and no job is too big or too small. Bill Shellcross has more than 25 years of experience recording sports events and creating edited videos. Call Bill at 609-513-8950 to talk about putting together a video presentation that will get colleges interested. Crossover Productions, producing quality video since 1991. If you live in Cape May County and you're having problems with an appliance, your next call should be to Ulmer's Appliance Service. Dryers, refrigerators, rangers, washers, dishwashers, disposals, you name it, Ulmer's can repair it. And they service most major brands. Ulmer's Appliance Service. Offices in Ocean City, Wildwood, Seaville, and Sea Isle City. There's one close to you. Phone 609-399-4398 for more information. Ulmer's Appliance Service. Not a first half that we're going to send to the Hall of Fame, but a competitive first half.
Oh, very much so. I just, obviously, Winslow's got to cut down the penalties. Ocean City's got to find a way to block Winslow. Winslow has really been winning at the line of scrimmage, really at both lines of scrimmage, and to me, that's been the difference so far in this first half.
Watching Roy Saluda still being helped in the locker room. In fact, Winslow saw that, and they brought their golf cart out to make it easier, which was nice. But anyway, first half ends with Winslow on top 6-0. We'll be back with the second half kickoff, but take a break after these messages.
Whoever you are, whatever you like, there's a place where memories become traditions. So this summer, come on down and enjoy all that's fun at the shore. Plan today and book your vacation in America's greatest family resort. Ocean City, New Jersey. We're less than a tank of gas away.
The Ocean City Aquatic and Fitness Center is the perfect place for you and your family to stay healthy and fit. From our 25-meter indoor swimming pool to our well-equipped cardio room, we've got you covered. Whether you're looking to lift weights or to get moving in one of our many Group X classes, the Aquatic and Fitness Center has it all. With everything from yoga to cycling, you're sure to find a workout that's fit for you. Come by and find out for yourself why the Ocean City Aquatic and Fitness Center has something for everyone in America's greatest family resort.
Ball. The Eagles lead 6-0. We want to mention this to people watching back in Ocean City. There's a coastal flood watch until 8 p.m. on Monday. Flood advisory as well, a wind advisory until 4 a.m. on Monday, and a high surf advisory until 12 a.m. or I guess that's midnight on Tuesday. So that's not going to bother the people up here. But those of you watching back in Ocean City, be careful. Ocean City will kick off, trailing 6-0. Winslow penalized 95 yards in the first half. Ocean City 25. They scored an 11-yard run by Jameel Peterson, his 4th touchdown of the year. Here comes the kick from Hay. A low line drive, skips past down to the 15, trying to get to that left sideline, and well defensed.
8-yard return. Winslow will take over for their first possession at their own 23.
So, Tom Grimley makes the stop. Winslow will get started. Looks to be around their 14-yard line, 13-yard line. No, 23-yard line. We got it.
Not the easiest marks to see. One thing, if I'm Winslow, I come out in the second half. I want to try to maybe establish the run here. Mm-hmm. We saw what Peterson did in the first half.
Well, most of their success has been running the ball, too. What success they hasn't been hurt by penalty. And here they go.
Yeah, they started Shakir in the backfield.
Yep, and he makes a run for about a yard.
Drag down after like a 1-yard pickup.
Jack Hogue with a shoestring tackle that time on Shakir. Remember I said they maybe want to get him more touches late in the first half. Well,
they started in the second half.
That's certainly the way. They lined him up right in the backfield.
2nd and 9. Shakir, 6'1", 182-pound senior. Came into the game with 27 receptions for 259 yards and a touchdown. I don't think he hasn't caught a pass, has he? I think he's made a couple of runs, but played at Pennsauken last year, going to Penn State.
Well, that shovel pass counts as a catch.
True.
That's right, early on.
And whistles. Winslow saw there were problems, and another penalty was coming, so they called timeout.
Well, Tom, before timeout, what they were going to do on that play, they were going to pitch it to Shakir, and they had Peterson as his lead blocker there. That was an interesting design play. You know, Peterson at 6'2", 220, we talk about, what a great runner he is, how he can get to the outside, but he can really pack a pop, too, as a blocker. Mm-hmm. That was an interesting formation. We'll see if they come back to that.
Storage Inn's a family-owned business, started more than 3 decades ago. They're at 9th Street and West Avenue in Ocean City. Storage Inn has over 40 different sizes to meet all your storage needs, both personal and commercial. The Storage Inn is open 7 days a week with 24-hour, 7-day security. Call 609-391-1416 for Storage Inn, also located in Egg Harbor Township, or visit storageinn.net. Storage Inn of Egg Harbor Township and Ocean City. All right, here we go. Motion. They hand the ball up the middle.
Inside handoff.
And he's still going. So they kind of used Shakir as a decoy and went up the middle for almost a first down. They're about a yard short.
Yeah, that's an excellent call by you. And they used him as a decoy, and that froze the Ocean City defense momentarily. So they're using Shakir in a lot of different ways early on here in the second half.
3rd and a yard. It looks like they're going to call another timeout. There's no signal by the official who called it. That's strange. Is there somebody down on the field? Oh, they're going to measure. They used to signal when they were going to measure, but they didn't this time. Wow. He got it.
Just made it.
First down.
First down, number 6. You know, Mike McGarry, the award-winning writer for the Press of Atlantic City, always says that for some reason Winslow Township is the coldest place in South Jersey, their football field. Of course, he says that sitting on his sofa with a club sandwich or something, you know. But he always brings an extra jacket when he comes to Winslow. He covered 2 games last night, so he's resting up.
One of the hardest working writers around.
Here goes Peterson. He avoids a tackle, gets to the sideline, runs over a guy, and gets it out for another first down if it's spotted where I think it'll be.
11 yards pick up there.
Yep. You got another one out to the 43-yard line.
Well, we talk about how strong Peterson is at 6'2", 220. Carianis had a shot at him, but it was an arm tackle. You're not going to bring him down that way, and he was able to get the first down.
At the 44, receiver left, slot left, receiver right. Wilson has a back to his right, and it's Peterson again. Big hole on the right side, and he may have stepped out of bounds. Nope, he didn't. He stayed in bounds, got inside the Ocean City 40 to about the 38-yard line.
He's limping a little bit there, Tom, on the sideline. We hope he's all right.
So Jamil Peterson, causing some problems for the Ocean City defense. Ball's at the 38-yard line, 1st and 10. So they got 5 first downs in the first half. They've gotten 3 right here. Receiver split to the right. It's 3 receivers to the left. Shakir's going to be the wide receiver.
Javon Johnson in the backfield now for Peterson.
Johnson to the sideline. He can motor. Dives inside the 30.
Javon Johnson. Same side, right side. Positive yardage.
Boy, senior Zachary Thompson, 54, 6'2", 251. He's been turning people around with his blocks all night. Got another good one there.
2nd and about 3. Trips to the left, receiver to the right. Shakir wide left. But I don't think Wilson's throwing it. No, another handoff, Johnson. And he's hit hard and driven down.
Very close to a first down.
Ryan Callahan makes a stop. Another first down.
No reason to stop running right now if you're Winslow Township.
Absolutely. It's an old football coach philosophy. Keep doing it till they stop it. Or some interpretation of that.
You know, they're running to the right side, and Thompson, and we talked about the right tackle there, has just been plowing people.
Trying to get to the outside. Johnson tries to cut it back, and he's brought down by Pickenich. James Pickenich makes the stop, 5'9", 176-pound senior. And it'll be 2nd down and about 5.
Well,
15,
Ocean City, Tom, was in a blitz coming up the middle that time. And Pickenich doing a great job on the left side. We said they've been running so much to the right, they switched it up to the left. Did not fool Ocean City.
2nd about 15. Receiver wide right. Again, trips to the left. And plowing straight ahead inside the 30 to about the 28 or 29-yard line.
Well, from a Winslow Township standpoint, it's good that Peterson's back in the game, but he's getting up very slowly.
Yeah, and they're sending Johnson right back in. Peterson comes out on his own, but they're not going to send Johnson in. They're going to send in Dean Jones. Samaj Anderson's coming in too. Now they're going to have to spend another timeout. They've got 2 of their timeouts going here early in the third quarter. But it's 6-0. Winslow on top. If you're planning a party and want to make it special, get It's a Rodeo, custom on-site catering involved. Rodeo Catering has provided a wide variety of food and drink to gatherings all over New Jersey, from birthday parties to wedding receptions to spectacular tailgating at major sports events. When you plan your next event, make your first call to John Rodeo at 609-839-6209. You set the date, they bring the party. It's a Rodeo Custom Catering. Email them at itsarodeo@gmail.com. All right, Winslow. 4 first downs in this first possession after getting 5 in the whole first half, but they've spent a couple of timeouts. Good news is no penalties. It's a slot to the right. Low snap. Wilson on the run, gets away, gets the pass away, and throws it away. Did a good job there under those circumstances, but it's going to be 4th down and about 11 to go.
Wilson did a good job, as you said, getting it off. He got leveled by 59, Ryan Callahan, just as he threw that ball. The fact that he was able to get that much on it, he took a real hit.
Looks like they're going to go after it. They're just inside the 30. And he's taking a long time with the coach here. He probably could use that time because, like you said, he got hit pretty good. It's going to be trips to the right. Now they're moving the receivers. They're going to be trips to the left.
18 Wall has single coverage on the right side, Tom.
Wilson back to throw, has a little time. Now he scrambles up the middle, and he's inside the 25, but short of the first down. So Ocean City takes over.
Tom, I think he was going to go to Wall down that right side, and Jack Hogue had great coverage on him, so he couldn't do it. But I do think that was the first option there.
They used up half of the first or third quarter there in that initial drive. Now Ocean City gets it with a little over 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Wind at their back. Handoff and a little bit of running room. And Hogue makes the most of it. He's out across the 40 for a first down. Official came running in. I don't know if there's a flag or not.
Tom, I think it was Gunther on that run.
There's a huddle about the officials here, so we'll see if it counts. And apparently it does.
Well, face mask.
And there's a face mask on top of it.
15 yards from the end of the run. First down, Ocean City.
Is it a 15-yard face mask? Looks like it.
Push it all the way up into Winslow territory.
No.
At the 49. First and 10.
It's the 49-yard line. Gunther gets the ball, and he's wrestled to the ground short of the line of scrimmage, a loss of about 2 or 3 yards.
Well, that time Jalen McClain, number 8, was guarding against the outside, was not allowing him to go outside, but didn't want him to cut it inside either. That's a great one-on-one tackle by McClain.
2nd and 11. Ball just short of midfield. Gunnels drops back. He's going long down the middle. Lonergan can't hold it. Got his fingertips on it at about the 15-yard line. but couldn't pull it in. So it'll be 3rd and 11.
So 3rd and 11.
Even though he didn't make that catch, Lonergan had Shakir on him, one-on-one coverage, and he beat him. He was open. He had a step on him. I think Ocean City might come back to that later in this game. And we talked about what an elite corner Shakir is.
3rd and 11. Gunnels goes long down the left side and incomplete.
Incomplete once again.
Hogue wanted a flag, didn't get one. So it'll be 4th down.
Well, Peterson moved, he was limping. He looked okay on that coverage. And again, Jalen McLean, 6'3", 211-pound, coming off the edge, has just caused this Ocean City offense a lot of problems here tonight. Like I said, Tom, I would kick it out of bounds. I wouldn't give him a chance to return it.
John Moyer standing at his own 35. Good snap. High kick. Shakir waits for it. It's over his head. I don't think he touched it. We'll see where they end up spotting it. It's probably be inside the 10.
Winslow downs it at the
So I guess he misjudged it.
7.
Looks to be on the 7-yard line.
1st and 10 from Maryland. 7.
One thing about Shakir, I haven't seen him even begin to raise his arm for a fair catch. He's always looking to return.
So 1st and 10 from the 7 for Winslow. They lead 6-0. They had a nice drive going in the first possession of the 3rd quarter. Got 4 first downs on the drive, but ended up turning it over on downs. Peterson coming in for Winslow. But Shakir's going to be the running back. I think Peterson's going to be split wide. Shakir gets it, going right. Sidesteps one guy and gets some yardage out across the 15. Close to a first down. They got it. Got a first down.
I can't emphasize how big it is when you have number 5 Peterson as your lead blocker. They ran right behind him. He led the way.
1st and 10 now at about the 19-yard line.
I'll tell you what, if you're Winslow, even though I would keep pounding it, play action would work out great right here. Play action to Shakir. I think he could get some open people. I'm not sure they're going to do that, but
he's the deep back again. Slot to the left, receiver to the right. Shakir ran into a whole pile, including a couple teammates, and he stopped for a loss of a couple of yards. Ocean City stuffed that one.
Well, Tom, again, we've been calling Dino Christensen the 6'4", 202-pound junior for Ocean City all night. He stood up his blocker, and he caused a lot of that logjam there.
Ball's back at the 16. 2nd and about 12. Slot to the left. Receiver to the right. Now they're moving. They put a man in motion, actually, and they go back against the motion for a little bit of yardage across the 20. Still driving. Stopped at about the 23 or 24-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and 5.
3rd and about 5. Get up to about the 20s and a half.
That shows how strong he is, because Nick Layton made that initial hit and had a good angle on him, and then Peterson dragged him for about 5 more yards.
So it'll be 3rd and 4, call it, long 4, just less than 5. And there's a receiver splitting out to the right, a slot to the right, and a receiver to the left. Now they shift the wing back to the right side, and Wilson rolls that way. No. Down the sidelines and out of bounds. Yep. It looks like he got the first down. And that wing back helped. Ball's at the 33.
Even though he got the first down, Tom, I can't emphasize enough the coverage that the secondary of Ocean City's doing. I mean, that was not a design run. He wanted to pass it. He couldn't find anybody open, and it's happened several times here in the second half.
1st and 10 for Winslow. They're at the 33, their own 33. Started back on their 7. It's a slot to the left and a receiver to the right. Wilson hands it off. Straight ahead. Peterson to the 47, 37.
Who makes the first hit again is Christensen. I see him coming out of the game right now.
Second about 6.
Well, to keep an eye on that, Tom. 58 has had quite a game for himself tonight.
Yeah, he's well all season. Knocked down a couple passes using his height. Up the middle, Peterson, close to the first down. We'll see where they spot the football. Looks like he's going to get it. He does. So they're ripping off the first downs here, 7 of them in the third quarter after getting 5 in the first half. Ocean City players slow getting up.
We have an injured player, so we got timeout for injured player.
That's Nick Layton. And they pull him to his feet. It's a cramp, I guess. They better hope it is. He's walking better with each step. He missed the Delsey game. Leads the team in tackles, solos and total tackles. Has had a good game tonight.
Gave it enough for the first down.
You know, a lot of people think Delsey could be the best team in South Jersey. And remember, Winslow Township lost to them 35-21. It was 21-21 in the third quarter, Tom. So I know Ocean City also faced Delsey and had a 35-7 loss. But it just shows you the tough schedule both of these teams have to play.
Ocean City scored on them right away and led. And then Delsey scored the next 35 points with that tremendous Maxwell, a quarterback, that runs out offense. But Wilson hiding behind his blocker now finds some room down the right side, and he's out of bounds. Looks to be just short of the first down, but across the 50.
Almost 9 yards there, right side.
What happened was,
Second and about 1.
for Ocean City, Carianis 18 was on the edge, and Winslow Township double teamed them and flattened them and made room on the right side. Looks like Christensen back in the game, by the way.
Good. Probably just needed a breather. 2nd and 1 at the Ocean City 48.
Not good if you're a Winslow Township fan.
Slot left, receiver right. Peterson stood up, maybe just short of the first down.
Tough middle there.
Christensen is involved in that.
You know, it's a little thing, but Jimmy Wilson is the quarterback, was a former receiver we talked about. There have been a few snaps that have been bad, such as that one, and he's picking them up like it's nothing.
Yeah.
You know, some quarterbacks would just panic and fall. He's been able to pick it up, keep the play alive. That's a good job by Wilson.
Yep, got good hands.
Yeah.
3rd and a yard at the Ocean City 48-yard line.
I mean, I think he's done a great job just converting from receiver to quarterback. This is only his 4th game.
Mm-hmm. Gives it to Peterson. And he drives through for the first down inside the Ocean City 45-yard line.
That is the end of the third quarter. We are in.
And the third quarter comes to an end here at Winslow Township with the Eagles on top of Ocean City by a score of 6-0. Winning teams know that the key to success is getting the job done right the first time. For over 100 years, Calvi Electric has applied that philosophy to their business to offer an unparalleled level of electrical expertise and service to every single customer. Now, you can bring Calvi's expertise into your home for your electrical problems or improvements, and they can install solar panels that will save you money. Make Calvi Electric a part of your winning team. Call 609-345-0151 or visit calvielectric.com. Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th in the Boardwalk in Ocean City, is closed this weekend because of threatening weather. It'll be open next Saturday and Sunday during the Ocean City Fall Block Party with fireworks on Saturday night. Remember to save your unused tickets. They'll be good in the future. The summer continues through October 10th at Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th in the Boardwalk in Ocean City. Visit them at gillians.com. 1st and 10 at the Ocean City 45. Wilson back to his left. Slot to the left. Gives it to Peterson. He's got room up the middle. He stood up and stopped about a yard short of another first down.
Very close to the first down. Let's see. About 8 yards.
Maybe 2 yards short. Let's see where they spot it. No, yard.
Tom, some of these blocks have been jaw-dropping. Caden Gray, number 52, the 6'1", 224-pound freshman, has just done a great job. That time he just turned his man around. You don't see a lot of freshman centers.
No. No. There's Peterson again. Room up the middle. Got the first down.
Enough for a first down, all the way up to about the 30.
Piling up those first downs. They still only have 6 points, but they've got 9 of them here in the second half after 5 in the first half. Ocean City has 3 in the game, 1 of them here in the second half. Peterson's going to come out for a moment. Wilson waiting for the play. Now he's got it. Ocean City home to St. Joe Hamilton. Paul Sacco, reportedly in his final year, is his record-breaking Hall of Fame coaching career. They beat Cedar Creek last night. And well defensed by Ocean City.
7-yard line.
Well, Picnic on the tackle, but again, it was Christensen who had the initial penetration and forced him into his tackler.
So Shakir loses 6 on the carry. 2nd and 16. I don't know if Shakir's shaken up or not, but he was kind of pacing down there behind the huddle. He split wide to the right. Receiver left. Slot left. Johnson trying to go left side.
Left side.
Stopped by Gunther. Picks up a few yards, but it'll be 3rd and about 12.
We have an injured player. So come out real quick for an injured player.
And a player down on the field. 6-0. We're in the 4th quarter. Winslow leads Ocean City. Things are always happening at the Ocean City Free Public Library. You can also learn to play bridge at the library, improve your cooking and computer skills. It's all free, plus books, magazines, internet access, trivia contests, Dungeons and Dragons, and much more. The Ocean City Free Public Library, 18th and Simpson. Visit them online at oceancitylibrary.org. Were you a Dungeons and Dragons guy when you were a kid?
I was not,
No.
no. But I'll tell you what, I spent time at the Ocean City Library one time. I had to cover the Sixers. They were doing something down there, and I had like 3 or 4 hours, and I went to the Ocean City Library. Great experience.
Yeah, it
I feel
is.
like got a lot of work done. And by the way, that was Jalen Wall who was injured. He came off on his own power, which was good to see.
Yep. And they're going to use their last time out.
Tom, I'll be honest. I don't even know what Dungeons and Dragons is. That's how out of touch I am.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either. I'm sure it's all computerized now. 6th Street Pizza and Grill is open daily from 11 a.m. Well, we should go to the library and find out.
That's right.
Lunch and
I could use help with my computer skills too.
We'll have lunch at the 6th Street Pizza and Grill. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at 6th Street and the Boardwalk right at Gillian's Wonderland Pier. They have free delivery and daily specials. Phone them at 609-525-0022 and check them out on Facebook. 6th Street Pizza and Grill. The RJH Insurance Group has specialized in home and flood insurance since 2006. Proudly supports Raider sports. Call Rich Hogue for a quote, 609-630-4569. The RJH Insurance Group. 3rd and about 13 for Winslow. Low snap. Wilson handles it. Under pressure. Gets away from the man. And he's stopped by John Moyer at about the 25-yard line, maybe 4 or 5 yards short of the first down.
Back it up to about the 25. You have a flag.
Do we have a flag? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And the play doesn't count. Illegal procedure. That's the first penalty of the second half.
3rd and 18.
But Carianis made a great play, but just couldn't hold on that time. The Wilson, very elusive.
Yeah. Winslow has now been penalized a football field.
By the way, you suggested we go to the pizza place in Ocean City. Are you treating?
Oh, sure. Oh, sure.
You know,
actually, we'll play Dungeons and Dragons, and the winner will get the free pizza.
You know my motto: if it's free, it's from me.
Trips to the right, receiver to the left. And they're going to have 4 receivers to the right. They send Peterson out there. Wilson back to throw. Has time. Throws long down the sideline, and it's too long. Incomplete. There was anticipation in the Winslow fans because they could see Shakir come flying down that sideline and thought he was going to run under it, but it was a little too long, and he's kind of limping.
Actually, Tom, that looks like 3 Jeremiah Taylor.
I think it is. I think it is. It's not 13, it's 3. Jeremiah Taylor limped to the sideline. Punting situation from the 50. Floats it down. Hogue. And he's hit, but gets away. And he's still running. He's out to about the 25-yard line.
That's a 16-yard return.
So Ocean City gets the ball back.
Tom, on that previous play where they went deep that time, they had Peterson in the flat all alone. I mean, there was nobody on him. If they would have thrown a short pass to him, he could have at least gotten 15 to 20 yards before a defender got to him.
Ocean City at the 26-yard line. Make it 27. Gunnels over the middle. It's complete to about the 35 or 36, about a yard short. Quick pass over the middle to Hogue.
I think when a team is doing the job Winslow has defensively, one of the things you can do is hurry up and play at a quicker pace.
And handoff. Gunther, and he's brought down. Wall,
Doesn't have enough for the first down.
but he gets enough for the first down.
First and 10.
It's a nice job, but another fine one-on-one tackle by Wall. I said it before, very impressed with the open field tackling of this Winslow Township team.
They're out to the 39-yard line of the Raiders. Keep in mind, it's 6-0. Ocean City can score. They can take the lead with an extra point. Gunnels to Wetzel. What a catch, huh? That was a bullet. Oh, it was Lonergan. Yep, it was. See, they make these zeros too tight.
It's hard. It's very hard.
Wetzel's number 11, Lonergan's number 10. They're both very talented athletes. Lonergan's made some big catches last year and this year. Pump fake. Gunnels gets away. He's going for him again. Makes the catch. Was he inbounds? Yes. Yes, yes. At about the 15-yard line.
That was a great pattern. I don't know if they were faking it short, but it looked like they wanted to hit Lonergan short. He wasn't open. He turned it up. And again, this is with Shakir on him and with safety help. Gunnels got it between both of them. Great catch, great throw.
He averaged about 26 yards a catch last year for Ocean City. Didn't lead the team in receptions or yardage, but most of his plays were big plays. He's doing the same thing this year. Gunnels with a back to his right. Ocean City threatening. Gunnels keeps it. And he drives down to about the 13, maybe 12.
That was an excellent, Tom, excellent decision by Gunnels, because if he would have handed it off, it looked like that Gunther would have been tackled for a loss that time.
So it's 2nd and 8. Ball's at about the 13-yard line. Ocean City shut out up to this point, trying to do something here. There's 4 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Gunnels alone in the backfield. He's going to run it again. He breaks through to about the 11 for a couple of yards. And it's 3rd down, about 6.
Number 8, Jalen McClain, has made big play after big play for Winslow Township. And again, that time, if he doesn't take Gunnels down, Gunnels could get at least the first down, if not more.
3rd and about 6. Gunther to the left of Gunnels. Gunnels rolling out. Throws deep into the end zone, and it is incomplete. Interception possibility there, but he didn't get it. They didn't pull it in. But a big 4th down now coming up for Ocean City.
I thought he may have had Lonergan a little closer than that, open toward the sidelines. Tough though, he was facing pressure. First time we've seen Gunnels roll out to his left.
Yeah.
5.3 left.
Substitutions for Ocean City. They're going to have trips to the left and a back Gunther to the right of Gunnels. Takes a snap. Throws, and it's off center. It's kind of floats out of bounds. So Ocean City's going to turn it over on downs. They get to the 11, but that's all.
Yeah, that was what you call a deep out pattern. Hogue out there. I mean, I know he didn't make the completion, but just to do that throw, you've just got to have the strongest of arms.
1st and 10 for the Eagles, operating from their own 11. A little over 5 minutes left. Jimmy Wilson Jr. Got a back to his left, puts a man in motion.
This is time for 5.
Peterson up the middle. Peterson almost broke through. Tackled by Wetzel. But he gets the first down, gets him away from the goal line.
Tom, that may have been a touchdown-saving tackle by Wetzel.
Yeah, nobody was going to catch him. First and 10, where's the ball? At the 26-yard line.
I think you keep riding 5 here.
Motion. Peterson.
Peterson again, up the middle.
He's out to the 30 and pushed back. Ball may have come loose. Ocean City thinks it has. It has, and it looks like Christensen ends up with it. On the 29-yard line.
Peterson down, too.
Yes, he is. Laying on his side. So Ocean City will have it on the Winslow 29. They've had a couple of opportunities in this game, including one just a moment ago that they couldn't convert. 4.5 minutes to try and do it here. I remind you again, it's 6-0. So a touchdown and an extra point gives the Raiders the lead. Dino's Seaville Diner has been serving Cape May County and the Jersey Shore with great homemade meals since 1977. Family owned and operated, they're open 7 days a week, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dino's specializes in seafood straight from the docks of Cape May and has the area's largest kids menu. Breakfast is served all day at Dino's. Check them out at dinosdiner.com, where you can browse their menu and specials and order online. You can also phone Dino's at 609-624-3100 for takeout and bring your own bottle to Dino's. Dino's Seaville Diner, Route 50, just off Route 9, only minutes away from everywhere. Peterson gets a nice hand as he comes off, but getting a lot of help. A few players have gotten banged up. Roy Saluta's got crutches on the Ocean City sideline. Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean it's serious. It just means they're taking precautions. But he got hurt in the first half.
Yeah, I was talking to Kevin Smith before the game, and both teams have had a lot of players banged up, and it's the product of playing, two of the tougher schedules in South Jersey.
And that's because they're basing your schedule on what you did last year.
That's right. They do it every 2 years, and this is the first of the 2-year cycle.
No, I think they do it every year. Gunnels, play action, throws, incomplete. Tip ball. So it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Jalen Wall's just been all over the field. 18 was in coverage that time.
Five receivers. Gunnels alone. Going long. And it's incomplete. Trying to get it down that sideline for Lonigan. Well covered.
I don't know if it was purposely underthrown so he would come back and be able to get that ball, but it was almost successful.
3rd and 10 at the 29 of Winslow.
That was good coverage by 16, Shamir Nelson of Winslow.
Gunnels in trouble. Down.
Once again, do I have to say it?
Looked like Malachi Brown.
Brown. And I want to say that's his 3rd sack tonight.
So it's 4th down now. 4th and about 13 or 14 yards to go for Ocean City.
3 sacks tonight for Malachi Brown. He's basically been unblockable.
Sideline says 3rd down, but it's 4th. Alone in the backfield, Gunnels. He's got 5 receivers. He throws long out there. Couldn't get under it. Wetzel.
4th down. Actually, no, that was 4th.
Couldn't get his hands under it.
When it goes long,
So
with 3:37 left.
Winslow's defense steps up again.
Yeah, that time Jeremiah Taylor
Taylor on the coverage.
on the coverage. He's walking off a little gingerly, but he certainly did his job there.
Don't forget, next week we are back here.
So Winslow gets it back.
Home. Washington Township High School next week will be here. We will be hosting, same bat channel, same bat place here in the nest.
Receiver split to the left for Winslow. They're going to run the ball. They want to run this clock out.
Dean Jones, 22, is the lone back.
He gets it. And he stopped at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard
Dean Jones.
advanced.
It's about one.
Tom, did you notice how Jones had both hands on that ball? He's cognizant of the fact that Ocean City's going to be going for the ball and trying to get him to fumble it.
Johnson checks in now. Gain of about 2, 2nd and 8. Receiver split left. 2 wingbacks. Wilson. Quick move by Johnson. Another quick move and a spin, and he gets out across the 35 to about the 38.
7, those 38.
And Ocean Cities uses its first timeout.
Good job by Johnson, because 34, Joe Baradas was right there to make the tackle. He forced him to change his course that time.
3rd and just under 5 to go for Winslow. If you're planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Halliday Leonard. Halliday Leonard will consult you on your design and assist the development of your custom home. They build single homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhouses, and commercial buildings. Get your ideas together and take them to Halliday Leonard, 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City, or phone them at 609-398-5737. Halliday Leonard will help make your dream home a reality. Sure True Value Hardware in Summers Point hopes that you'll continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service and expert advice. They're open weekdays until 7, Saturdays until 6, and Sundays until 4. They'll do anything to help. Sure True Value Hardware, 515 New Road in Summers Point. Phone 609-927-6464 or visit them online at surehardware.com. Big play for Ocean City to get one more shot at it. It's 3rd and a little less than 5 to go. Wilson waiting. Clock's not running. He just wants to see if he can pull Ocean City offside. He rolls right. He's got some room out there. Pass is incomplete, and they'll have to punt. Well, that'll be a major option, I guess. There's a flag on the play. If it's against Winslow, I'm sure Ocean City will decline it.
2-man, downfield, Winslow, 54.
Illegal receiver downfield, an eligible receiver downfield. They can't decline it.
Repeat, third down.
No, they can recline it. They're going to decline it.
Penalty is declined.
Yeah.
4th down.
Absolutely.
About 5.
So the punt team comes on.
Wasn't that good discipline by the Ocean City defense? Because as you accurately called it, Wilson was trying to get them to jump off sides, and they showed a lot of discipline there.
Here's the punt, almost blocked. And Hogue says stay away from it, and it rolls inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. So Ocean City's got a long way to go. But with 2.5 minutes left, they've got time. They've got 2 timeouts. They just got to make something happen, and they haven't really been doing that.
You know, as you called that, Tom, John Moyer, number 1, came pretty close to blocking that punt. Both teams have had pretty good rush from the outside in attempting to block punts.
So Ocean City operating from its, make it 23-yard line. 2.5 minutes left.
Yeah.
They're down by 6.
You don't have to pass every play. Gunther in the backfield there. We'll see.
They have 2 timeouts. Gunnels to throw. He's throwing long down the middle. Way too long for everybody. And Wetzel pulled a muscle in his leg chasing after it. Or has a cramp at least. So they're taking a look. It looks like it is a cramp. You know, we mentioned Group 4, Mark. 13 teams out of the top 16 in Group 4 played last night, and 7 of them lost. Mainland, Hamilton, Colts Neck, Manalapan, Jackson, Pennsauken all won. But Steinert, Brick Memorial, Millville, Moorestown, Shawnee, Lacey, and Northern Burlington all lost.
I think a little surprised by that Millville 21-17 loss to Lenape. But again, Tom, that shows you the strength of the West Jersey Football League American Division. Like I said, I thought the Independents might be the strongest. I might have to waver on that a little bit because the American is still pretty strong.
And Shawnee losing 38 to 14 to St. Augustine was a bit of a surprise, I guess, too. Here's Gunnels throwing long for Hogue, and he's triple teamed. It almost looked like his security people escorting him out of the arena. He was so surrounded. And very tight and no interference. Incomplete pass is 3rd and 10.
By the way, it was good to see Peterson there in coverage back into the game. Yeah, Tom, you talked about the Olympic Americans, Shawnee and St. Augustine, 2 other teams. I mean, that conference is just a killer.
Gunnels under pressure. They got him. Back at the 10.
That's McCain. Jalen McCain on the set. All the way back to about the 10. About a 12-yard loss.
Jalen McClain has just been a problem all evening, rushing from the edge. He makes a sack. He's 6'3" and 211. The problem is he's got as much speed as the backs do, as the receivers do. He can run people down. He's quick enough to shed blockers.
So they're back at the 11, Ocean City. 4th down and a ton of yards to go. Quick pass. Incomplete. And Winslow's going to get the ball on the Ocean City 11-yard line.
Winslow takes over on downs. Ocean City still has.
That wasn't a bad play that time. I mean, if Lonergan could have caught that in stride, he had some room to run. Shakir on the coverage doing a nice job that time, but I think it was a well-called play. Now, Tom, what do you do if you're Winslow here? Do you just kneel down? Do you?
I think so.
124 left.
We'll see what they decide. No, up the middle.
Up the middle.
Jones.
Very close to a first down, about 9 yards.
Is inside the 5 to about the 4. They're in a hurry.
Don't know why they're in a hurry.
Jones again. This time he's hit behind the line. Ocean City calls timeout.
That was a terrific play by 18 Carianis, who came from the outside, came in, shed a block, and made the tackle.
Johnson's Popcorn's known all over the Delaware Valley, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. They're open all year at 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842 2676 or go online at johnsonspopcorn.com to place your order. Johnson's Popcorn since 1940. Shoppy's is even better online. You may know their showroom, 1031 Shore Road in Linwood, but you can order whatever you need at shoppy.com. Remember, you're not presenting the best trophy if it's not a Shoppy trophy. Phone 609-653-1684. Shoppy's since 1921, starting a new century. I want to thank these guys up here in the press box. It's cramped, but they made room for us here at Winslow Township. Both ADs, by the way, Ocean City's Jeff Haynes and Mark Whitaker of Winslow are retiring in January. There's Jones again, and he's short again. And Ocean City will call timeout again.
Carianis and Christensen on the tackle there.
Correction. Ocean City. Their third and final time.
Want to wish Jeff Haynes quick recovery. He had surgery on his shoulder yesterday. It's going to take a couple of months to recover. He became Ocean City's athletic director, and then came the pandemic. And it became a whole different job.
Yeah, no question. I've often said that the job of an AD is the toughest in education. I think the hours are the longest.
Yeah.
People think it's all about you get to go to a few games. It's not quite that easy.
Yeah.
A lot of 14, 15, 16-hour days for the ADs.
So it's fourth and a couple of yards to go for a first down. Looks like they're at about the 4, maybe even the 3. And I guess they're going to go after it here. Wilson and Peterson gets the carry. He gained yardage, but I don't know if he got a first down or not. Ocean City has no timeouts left. Ocean City players came to the sidelines. Looks like they're sending the offense onto the field thinking that they have the ball, but the officials haven't officially signaled whether he got a first down or not. And I think they're going to measure. You don't see as many measurements as you used to, you know?
You don't.
Does that mean the officials' eyes are better?
Probably better than ours.
Well, they're closer. Or maybe they just don't like running out onto the field, the sideline markers. Looks like they may be short. They are. Ocean City gets the ball at about the 2-yard line with no timeouts left.
47 seconds, 46.9. There are no timeouts.
So this is the time for that 98-yard play that you've always been holding on to.
Well, remember, I thought they were going to do a hook and ladder earlier, but they dropped the ball.
Ocean City executed the most perfect hook and lateral you ever saw against Delsey in the playoffs about 7-8 years ago for a touchdown. Lost the game, but it was picked by Philadelphia TV stations as one of the top 3 playoff plays of the year. 5-yard penalty against Winslow, who had 95 yards in the first half, but only 10 in the second. So whatever happened at halftime, they solved that problem. Gunnels back to throw, throws long, and I don't think Hogue picked up the ball because he crossed over toward the sideline.
Well,
and looked like he cut into an open area.
The other thing is Lonergan was that way and then made a cut toward the middle, and I thought he was the one that Gunnels was actually looking for.
2nd and 5. Gunnels looks over the middle. Almost intercepted. Came past Hogue. and almost right into the hands of a defender. There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, that was Shamaj Anderson, number 14, right there on the spot. I think he was surprised it came to him.
Pass interference is the play here. So they get 15 yards and a first down. Makes it a little more comfortable. This is only the second time these two schools have played in football. Only the first, and it's the first as Winslow. Last one was Edgewood 22 years ago, and it was 35-34. Nothing like this one offensively.
Well, the one common denominator, you were at both games.
Yes. Long throw downfield. Lonergan tried to make an adjustment, but he's well covered by Shakir.
Shakir turned around just in time. That had his back there, turned around.
2nd and 10. Think about that game. Ocean City led 28-0 late in the third quarter. And Edgewood scored 14 points in like 10 seconds. They had a state champion hurdler and a state champion sprinter on that team, and they both scored. And it went down to the end, 35-34. Back to throw, Gunnels. Fires, sidelines, incomplete. 4th and 10.
Tom, I'm so old, I remember covering Dennis Mitchell, the Olympian, when he was a running back for Edgewood.
Mm-hmm.
What a player he was.
Mm-hmm.
Football was his, quote, second sport. He was pretty good at it.
Right. Dennis Davis was the sprinter on that team. Here we go. 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Gunnels throws over the middle. Caught by, no, came out. Hogue got a good hit from Jaden Green, the freshman. 4th and 3. Ocean City's got to hustle. They can't spike the ball.
Wait, why'd they have to hustle? It was an incomplete pass.
Oh, you're right. You're right. But they were hustling. They fooled me.
I think the officials are going to discuss this.
Winslow thinks the game's over. Official says, give me another ball here.
So Winslow takes over on downs. Down on 4th down.
I think Ocean City spiked the ball.
Either way, it's Winslow ball.
It is indeed. It surprises me sometimes that these teams and most teams now running the shotgun don't come up under center in situations like when they need a yard, things like that.
Or when they need to take a knee.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this worked out okay compared to what it could have been weather-wise. It's not the greatest weather, but it's a lot better than they thought. He does take a knee, but 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And Winslow improves to 2-2. Ocean City drops to 2-3. And it's a very important game for the Eagles in the Group 4 playoff situation. Ocean City will get bonus points next week when they play St. Joe. And, of course, we'll have that for you on OceanCitySports.com. But a 11-yard run by Jameel Peterson with 8 minutes left in the first half. It's the only score in this game. Winslow wins at 6-0.
Tom, I think what attracts me about both teams, I think they're both going to be in the postseason. And I give Ocean City a lot of credit for long stretches of this game. Winslow was just simply outplaying them, had tremendous work from its offensive line, and Ocean City just fought and hung in there.
Yep, they did indeed. And a lot of celebration between the band and the cheerleaders here at Winslow. They're celebrating. They're getting through a win, and now they're 2-2 with Washington Township coming up next week. Special thanks to everybody here at Winslow Township for their hospitality. And we want to remind you, live video coverage of Ocean City High School football, produced by Crossover Productions and Prime Events in association with the Sports X Network. Executive producers Bill Shawcross and Matt Ulmer. Bill was also our videographer, trying to stay dry as he's elevated above the press box. Tell your friends they can watch the action by going to oceancitysports.com, select the online broadcast link, or by visiting the football page. So again, thanks to everybody here at Winslow Township, and of course the legendary Mark Narducci for jumping behind the microphone.
Tom, great pleasure. This is the first time you and I did a broadcast together all these years.
Yep.
What a pleasure it was.
It was indeed. It was an interesting game. Again, not one you're going to send the tape to the Hall of Fame, but it was competitive and it went down to the final couple of plays. Winslow wins it 6-0. We'll be back with you next Friday when St. Joe Hamilton comes to Carey Stadium.